Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about my personal pet peeves of having type 1 diabetes. Now these ones are probably pretty common. A lot of diabetics do generally tend to share around the same pet peeves. These ones do include some pet peeves that are very specific to insulin pumps or continuous glucose monitors, but it also does include things that any diabetic will experience. Now the first one is kind of the society stereotypes / stigmas about having type 1 diabetes. Now what a lot of people do is they will kind of lump type 2 with type 1. I'll get a lot of comments on, sometimes it's like, you don't look diabetic, simply because the stereotype is that people who are overweight are diabetic, and I'm a generally thin person. My personal favorite, though, is the question of, you can eat that, or you can't eat that. You know, you get that a lot. I know that it's just because they don't know any better, but generally it is kind of one of those things where you hear it so often that that one individual person doesn't mean any harm. But when you hear it over and over, it starts to become a pet peeve. Now, the next one is lows, specifically at night or in public. Getting low when I'm at home in the middle of the day isn't that big of a deal. I'll just go break into the fridge, have a juice, whatever. But I find when I wake up in the middle of the night low, it feels twice as bad. I don't know if this is the same for anyone else, but I find when I'm low in the middle of the night and I wake up, it feels worse. And then you have to get up, have a snack, have some juice, whatever. Then you have to stay up for a little bit to make sure it doesn't go back down. And I'm one person, I really like my sleep, so I don't like my sleep disturbed. And then as far as the public is, once again, if I'm just in school and I have a juice with me, it's no big deal. But say I'm out for a walk, or maybe I'm at the mall and I run out of juice and then I have to go buy some. So that is the second pet peeve, is getting low in public or at night. Now the next pet peeve, and this one I realize is kind of sad, but that is site changes. I find that no matter what time your pump runs out of insulin, it is never the right time. And the amount of times that I have run out of insulin at work or at school is kind of sad. I really should pay more attention to it. So that one's on me. Now, the next one I'm sure is very common for most diabetics with insulin pumps or CGMs, and that is tubing ripping off your pump site or your Dexcom sensor falling off. Your dog might jump up and knock it off. You might get it tangled around a doorknob and knock it off. Or just generally bumping your site. Sometimes they just fall off. And this also goes with sensors, is the adhesive on my Dexcom sensor does not like to stick. It generally lasts about 5 days, and then the remaining are a battle between me and various medical tapes in order to keep the thing on my body. Now, the next thing is just everything that you need to bring with you when you decide to go somewhere for as little as 5 minutes or a full week. You always got to make sure that you have a lot of stuff to keep you alive before you leave the house. Sometimes I'll just go for a walk around the block and I have to bring a full-on purse with me, and sometimes I would just like to put my phone in my back pocket and be good to go. But unfortunately, that is not possible. So sometimes that's a little annoying. Now the next thing is syringe or insulin pen specific. And this is just simply the staring that you get when you try to give yourself insulin. I pretty much resorted to just giving myself insulin in little hidden areas. Like I'll just go hide in this corner over here, and was probably the main reason I got my insulin pump. Now this one is specific to a CGM, and that is signal loss. I find that sometimes I will get signal loss to my cell phone, the Dexcom Share app. Sometimes my phone will be right there and I'll still get signal loss, and that is mildly annoying. The actual receiver is generally 100% perfect. I always get readings on that. I'm using my phone instead of my receiver because I have it out, and I have signal loss for no reason, even when it's in my hand. So that's the only thing that's kind of annoying about that. Now my last pet peeve is just simply when your blood sugars are completely crazy for no reason. Maybe you give yourself some insulin for a snack, you follow the serving size and the carbohydrates on the box to a T, and you will end up super high or super low, even though that's all you ate. There'll be a lot of times where I'll just have the odd day where I'm low 24/7, or the odd day where I just can't bring my blood sugar down. And a lot of times these days are completely unexplained. and I just find them super stressful because you generally don't feel too well on these days, and you're not really sure how you can fix it. So that is definitely my last pet peeve. So I hope you found this video somewhat entertaining. If you can relate to any of these pet peeves, or if you have any pet peeves that are different, make sure you leave a comment down below to let me know, and other diabetics know as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.